16 states this week filed a lawsuit in response to President Donald Trump's national emergency declaration. Tennessee Congressman Chuck Fleischmann supports the president. He served on the bipartisan committee that cut a deal and dodged a second government shutdown. The $1.4 billion for border wall funding was far less than the president wanted, but his emergency declaration allows him to pull money from other budgets. After studying the move, Congressman Fleischmann expects it will stand up in court.
I think the president was very smart to have his attorneys thoroughly research it. I researched it after he did that. I feel comfortable with the Supreme Court and statutory precedent that's in place. I believe under the rule of law, his decision will ultimately be upheld.
You can watch our full interview with Congressman Chuck Fleischmann this Sunday morning at 9:30 on Channel 10. And you can also check out the Inside Tennessee page right now at WBIR.com, where you can listen to podcasts. Again, this one will drop on Sunday.